Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Happy to see you guys here tonight. So we are going to do something a little different tonight. I told you guys last week, I taught you guys how to open up a conversation with people. And what I want to do tonight is I want to do a little role play with you guys. And what a role play is basically I want to act as if I am the person that you are prospecting. Okay. So you've just met me, you're going to get into a conversation with me, and then you're going to try to bring me into the business. But before I do that, I want to refresh you on how I do that and how I get into a conversation with people. Okay. So the first thing that I always do is I connect with people. And like I said, I always leave people with themselves. And how I do that is I ask questions about them. And the number one question that I ask people, even if I know them, even if I think that I know what they do, I'm going to ask them, are you still doing this for a living? Or if I don't know what they do, I'm going to ask them, what do you do for a living? Or 2 weeks ago, we were at a restaurant and we had a really good waiter. And I asked him, I said, do you do this only or do you have another job? He's like, I do this only. So no matter what it is, I'm going to first do that. The reason I want to tell you why I do that is because I want to connect with people's identity. Their identity is connected usually with what they do. Even if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you, whatever job you're doing 8 to 10 hours a day, people associate themselves with it. If you're a professional athlete, professional singer, an actor, whatever your job is, I want to find out what you do for a living. The next thing I'm going to ask you in that conversation is how long you been doing it? And then I'm going to say, well, tell me one thing you love about your job. Like just conversational, but I want to care about that. And then they're going to tell me what they love about it. And then the next question I'm going to say to them is, tell me one thing you change about the job. So I want to role play that tonight with you guys because this is what I do every single time and it works. It gets me into the conversation with people. Okay. And then from there, when they ask me what I'm doing or what I do, that's when I give them my 30-second commercial, which is going to get me into the conversation about the patch. And so when people say, what do you do? I say, hey, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I do several things. But the thing that I'm most excited about right now is my stem cell business. And then they're going to be like, stem cell business? What do you mean stem cells? I'm going to say, what do you know about stem cells? Do you have any knowledge about stem cells? And then from there, I'm going to say, did you know between the age of when you're born and 30 years old that 50% of your stem cells go dormant? And between the age of 30 and 60, 95%. Do you know what your stem cells do? Your stem cells protect you against inflammation. They help you sleep. They keep you young. They protect you from pain. So that's the conversation I get into with every single person. So I want to role play that with you guys tonight. I want to do that for a few minutes. And then I also want to open it up for you guys for any questions that you guys might have about the business. So anything that's coming up, and listen, there's a Spanish interpreter on here. So I can understand. You can ask me in Spanish. Don't be shy. Use this time to ask questions about the business. So who wants to volunteer to role play with me first? Be brave. Maria, I see you smiling. Come on, you can do it. Somebody break the ice. Adriana, Maria, Martha, Stephanie, I see you. You know you have a camera on. You want to role play with me, Maria?
Sí, claro.
Yes, of
Hola.
course.
Awesome.
Hi.
So I'm going to be your prospect. Where do you want me? What do you want me to be? You pick. Am I a friend? Am I a stranger? Am I someone you went to school with? Who do you want me to be? Who are you trying to prospect right now?
Ah,
Um,
con alguien
with
desconocido.
someone that I don't know.
Okay, someone you don't know. Where do I work right now? Or do you know where I work? Where are you meeting me?
Sí,
Uh,
no,
mm,
en
sorry,
un gimnasio, me
at a
imagino.
gym, for
At a
example.
gym. Perfect. I love the gym. That's where I meet most of my prospects. All right. So I'm at a gym. So approach me.
Le digo, hola, ¿cómo
Hi,
estás?
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Bien, también.
Fine, I'm doing good also.
Go ahead, Maria.
Le diría,
I would
he estado
say,
mirando
you know,
que
I've been observing
has estado
that
teniendo,
you've had,
okay, le diría,
okay,
he
I've been
estado mirando por
observing
varios
you
días
for a few
y he
days,
notado que no
and I've
traes
noticed
tanta
that
energía
you don't have as much
en haciendo
energy
ejercicio.
when you do
So me
exercise
gustaría
anymore. So I
comentarte
would like
sobre
to
algo que te
talk to
puede
you
ayudar.
about something that can help you.
Okay. So stop. Okay. So before we jump into a conversation about what we can help them with, okay, we want to make sure that we build a connection with them first, right? Because that to me, Maria, sounds like you're about to sell me something. Okay. I've been observing you. I see you're in pain. Like it's leading me down that path. So like what I want you to do is just get into a conversation with someone like and what I would do is like if I'm in the gym, right, and you see someone, man, woman, whatever, just I find a way to get into a conversation with them by just saying, hello. And they say hello to you, and you just say, hey, what's your name? And then you say, yeah, how long you been working out here at the gym? Oh, I've been here like a year. Awesome. And then they're gonna say, how long you? Oh, a year. And then you're gonna say to them, what do what time are you in the gym, right? So what time do you normally work out, Maria? What time do you work out?
Por lo regular voy
Normally,
en las
I
tardes
go in
como
the
de
afternoons,
4 a
like
5
from
de la
4 to
tarde.
5 p.m.
Okay, perfect. So I would just say, what do you do that lets you get off by 4 o'clock? Right? So you're gonna look for a reason to ask them what they do because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Most people work till 5 or 6. What do you do that you get off by 4 o'clock? Okay, so ask me that question.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, le tengo que preguntar
I need to
como a
ask
la
you
persona
or
Yeah,
the
so just say
person that,
yeah. So you're asking me basically you're asking me what I do for a living because I'm in at 4 o'clock, right? So you're just getting into that question, right? So you find your way into that question. So what do you do that allows you to get off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Estoy okay. Hola.
okay, hi, I don't know.
Ese es como que a
That's
veces
the
siento como
like
que no
sometimes
doy las
that's
palabras
exactly
correctas
what
cuando
I
voy a
normally
entrar en una
can't do well because
conversación.
I can't find the
Como
correct words
que
to start
siento
a
que me pongo como muy
conversation
nerviosa.
naturally. I feel I get very nervous.
Yeah, so and again, you're also nervous on here, Maria, because there's a lot of people watching you. Don't be
Sí.
nervous, right? You're going to help a lot of people tonight by getting in the conversation. I don't expect anybody on here to be perfect. Okay, you're not going to be perfect. That's why we're doing role play. So this is just a practice place so that you can go out and have that conversation with people. Okay. So again, I'm gonna get you to a point. Okay. So if I see someone in the gym, then I'm like gonna go up and talk to them and to break the ice with someone. I'm just gonna say, hey, I've seen. How long you been working out here? Oh, I've been working out a year. And then they're gonna say, well, how long you been working out here? A year. Oh, wow. Well, what job do you do that you could get off by 4 p.m.? They're like, oh, I work at, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm just taking a break. I'm like, oh, wow, that's awesome. Like, what kind of business are you in? Okay, and so just role play with me, Maria. What kind of business are you in, Maria?
Estoy emprendiendo
I am
¿cómo se dice?
in how do you say that?
No sé cómo le podría
I
decir
don't
al
know how I
emprendimiento
could
que tengo
explain about the
del
business that I
negocio
have with the
de los
LifeWave.
taxis.
Okay, so I'm not just act like it's not LifeWave. Let's just play with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the role play and I'm gonna do it with you so people can hear it. What kind of business are you in?
Oh,
Um,
estoy vendiendo,
I'm selling
se llaman estantes.
I'm selling furniture.
You sell furniture. Oh, awesome. How long you been doing that?
So
Tengo un año.
a year.
A year. Wow. Do you love it?
Sí.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you love about it?
El, que,
Well,
que puedo como,
I like that
que
I
puedo estar
can
en el negocio, o sea,
be
vendiendo algo y poder
selling
estar con mis
something
hijos
and
cuidándolos.
with my kids taking care of them at the same time.
Oh, wow. Okay, awesome. Well, Maria, if there was one thing you could change about your job, what would it be?
¿Qué cambiaría?
What would I
Cambiaría,
change? I would change,
mm, no sé.
I don't know.
You wouldn't change anything? That's amazing. That's amazing. And then
Mm,
normally what happens, Maria, is at this point, then you're going to ask me what I do. Okay. So just ask me what I do. So what do you do? That's the way a natural progression of a conversation.
Oh, sí.
So what do you do?
¿Y tú qué
And
haces?
what do you do?
Well, Maria, I do a lot of different things. The thing that I'm most excited about right now, though, is I'm in a stem cell business. So just role play with me. So what's stem cell business?
¿Qué son células
What are
madres?
stem cells actually?
So you don't know very much about stem cells and how they work.
No.
No.
They, Maria, they help you with everything. The biggest thing that they help you with is to keep you from aging. And so stem cells are in your body for one reason, and that's to keep inflammation and to keep you young. But the crazy thing about stem cells is when you are born and 30 years old, you lose 50% of your stem cells. They go dormant in your body. They're not working anymore. And so that's why we see a lot of athletes retire early because their bodies are just breaking down. But the craziest thing is between 30 and 60, over 95% of your stem cells are dormant in your body, which keeps us from getting disease, inflammation, helps us sleep, keeps our skin. So I've been in this business for about 6 months and it's changed my life more than anything else has ever changed my life before. It's crazy. Like I'm sleeping better, I have more energy, I have more mental clarity. Like it's insane how this patch has changed my life and all my friends' life, all my family life. It's absolutely insane. I can't believe you haven't heard of this thing.
Wow, qué increíble.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Have you heard of it?
No,
No,
nunca lo había
No?
escuchado
had never heard about it
hasta
until
apenas.
right now.
Do you think that you would ever be interested in elevating your stem cells? Is that something that intrigues you?
Claro, sí,
Yes,
a lo que me
actually,
ha comentado, claro que sí, me
after what you've
gustaría,
told
sobre
me,
todo porque
I
yo
am intrigued,
tengo
especially because
demasiada inflamación en mi
I have a
cuerpo y
lot of
me
inflammation in my
gustaría
body,
pues estar mejor de
and I
salud.
would like to have better health.
Well, listen, it's really easy to get this device. It's very, very inexpensive. I actually researched getting stem cells, and they were like $40,000 for one treatment. And the doctor told me they might and might not work. And so when I discovered this device and I started using it and I saw the transformation that I had in my body and then how inexpensive it is. Let me tell you how inexpensive it is. Like you could buy this as a retail customer for $150 a month, which is like $5 a day. But not really anybody does that, Maria, because you could get it wholesale for an auto ship for $99 a month, which is about $3 a day. Or I've just made this my social responsibility to share it with as many people as possible because it's changing so many lives and it's changed my life so much. You could become an affiliate, and just simply by sharing this, like I'm sharing with you right now, the company will pay you for it. Which one of those sounds most appealing to you?
El, el, el precio que no está demasiado elevado, porque a veces las personas siento
That
que
the price isn't so
prefieren
elevated
no
because I think that
comprarlo
people sometimes
por,
prefer not to purchase it,
están enfermos y
even though
prefieren
they
no
are
comprarlo
sick
porque
and unhealthy,
cuesta
but
demasiado,
they
está
think
muy
it's too
elevado.
expensive.
Y siento que
And I
con
feel that
el parche,
with
o sea, con el precio que me está
the price that
diciendo
you're
que no
giving
es muy
me,
caro,
that is
siento
not
que
so
la mayoría
expensive,
de personas
I
van a
feel that
preferir
most
su
of the people
salud
I'm going to prefer
en vez
now their
de
health
otra cosa.
over their finances.
Yeah, I mean, we really care about finances until we don't have health. and then the only thing we care about is our health. But if we start taking care of the health right now,
Mm.
and it's really not that expensive, Maria. I mean, $3 a day. I mean, most people spend more on a cup of coffee every day, to than to put something in their body that's actually going to help them live a lot longer and healthier. So would you rather try it as a customer, or would you rather try it and start a business like I have and share it with people and the company rewards you for that? Which one sounds most appealing to you?
Ah,
Uh,
sería como
it would
comprarlo
be
y
like
poder
I would have
recomendar a
to
las
buy it and then
personas
recommend it
para,
to
o sea, poder
people
entrar al negocio.
Yeah, so
to
so basically we have two options. You could buy it as a customer, or if you were going to buy it as an affiliate, they would send you some patches that you could share with other people. You would have your own patches for yourself, but you could share it with other people. And then when they sign up as well as a customer or as a brand partner, then you're also going to get paid for that every time. So if a customer signs up or somebody in the affiliate signs up with the company's going to pay you for both of those.
Perfecto.
perfect.
So which one, Maria? Would you rather be a customer or an affiliate with the company? Just so I can send you the right link.
Afiliada,
Affiliate
afiliada con la
Okay,
compañía.
awesome.
with a
So
company.
listen, I'm going to send you a link and then I'm going to follow up with you tomorrow to see if you had any questions filling out the link. If you do, I'll help you fill out the link tomorrow and we'll get you started. And then I'm going to get you into our training so that you understand how to share this and you can start making as much money as possible right away.
Claro que sí.
Of course.
Thanks, Maria. All right, Raquel, I'm gonna call on you. I'm
Gracias.
gonna call you out because you're always so good. Do you want to role play with me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Adriana wants to too? Awesome. Adriana, you're next. After Raquel. Go ahead, Raquel. Let's do this. Let's show them what's up.
Okay, who am I?
So, so you're gonna be the person prospecting. I'm gonna be the prospect, but you got to tell me what prospect I am. So, is it somebody you know, somebody that's a stranger, someone it's a family member, someone that's you're in business with? You pick.
Let's do family.
Okay, let's do family, the toughest one. Okay.
The toughest
So,
one,
Raquel,
yes.
you speak Spanish, right?
Yeah,
Why don't you speak Spanish? Are you comfortable with that or no?
yeah,
Okay, you speak Spanish so everyone else understands you very well.
okay,
And there's translation on here. So if anybody like Crystal or Jeffrey, if you guys don't speak Spanish, you guys can choose the English option or the Spanish option or English option. But I think a lot of people on here are Spanish. That way they can understand most of what you're saying.
okay.
All
So
right.
I'm prospecting you?
Yeah,
Okay, and we're family.
we're family. We are
Okay.
family.
We are, yes, we are. All
We might
right.
as well be.
Are we like in a event?
You choose.
Okay.
What's your toughest situation with family? You guys, family's the hardest.
Uh, completely.
And I'm
Toughest.
gonna
Let's
be I'm gonna
see.
be
Oh,
hard on you, Raquel. I'm
recently.
warning
Like,
you, I'm
let's
gonna
do
be
like
hard
a
on you.
dinner, like with other people
Okay,
around.
great. Perfect. That's a perfect scenario. And I'm gonna be hard on you. So
Okay.
don't give up on me, okay?
Okay, jeez. All right. Hola Jay, ¿cómo estás?
Hi Jay, how are you?
Hey, so good to see you. I'm so happy to see you here at the dinner.
Yes.
I didn't know you were coming.
Sí, sí. Estaba
Yes,
aquí
yes,
en el
I was
cumpleaños
here
de
at
nuestra prima,
our cousin's birthday,
así que no me lo quería
so
perder.
I couldn't not be here.
Awesome. I'm so glad. I was hoping you were gonna be here, but someone told me you weren't coming. So it's a nice surprise. I haven't seen you in a while.
Sí, no me lo quería perder para
Yeah, I
nada. Y
didn't want to
cuéntame,
miss
¿cómo
out.
está
How
nuestra
have you been?
linda,
How are the
nuestra
girls?
Jimena?
How's
Oh,
Jimena?
they're so amazing. I love the age that they're at right now. Like it's 4 and 7 is just such a perfect age. It's just like I want it to stop. I don't want them to continue to grow up. I just want them to stop right where they are.
Sí, y la última vez que hablamos, me
Yeah,
acuerdo
and
que me
last
dijiste
time
que
we
me iba a
spoke, I
llevar a
remember that you
Disney.
told
¿Cómo
me that you were
fue?
going to take them to
Es
Disney.
la
How did it
mejor
go?
edad para ir a
That's the
Disney.
best
Uh,
age to go to Disney.
well, listen, Disney is amazing to take them to see their faces light up, but I don't love Disney because it's hot and there's lines and it's not my favorite place. But to see them smile it makes it all worth it.
Es lo único que vale la
Yeah,
pena.
it's the only thing that
Esa
is worth it.
sonrisa
That
Yeah.
cuando ven sus
pure
princesas
smile
y sus
when they
muñecos, lo
see
único que vale la
their
pena. Y de verdad lo deseo
princesses
por eso vine.
and cartoons. That's why you go.
Yes.
¿Y cómo estás
And
todo en trabajo?
how
¿Cómo te
is
está yendo en tu
everything at
trabajo?
work and everything? How's your job
Everything's
going?
good. I changed
Okay,
jobs.
I have something in my. Hold on, it's saying something in my message here. Oh, okay, it's telling me I switched message. Let me just cancel this. Okay, never mind. It was
Okay.
asking me what language I wanted.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
Sé
switched
que.
So,
jobs.
Ajá. Wait, I couldn't hear the last part.
I switched jobs.
Cambiaste de trabajo.
you
¿Por qué?
switched
¿Qué
jobs.
pasó?
Why? What
I
happened?
did. It was time for a change. I'd been at that company like 15 years and I was just kind of bored.
¿Y qué estás haciendo
And what are you
ahora?
doing
¿Para qué
now?
cambiaste?
What did you change to?
I went into the insurance space. It was just more of a residual income and it was just, a change, something that I could build. So I really, really liked it.
Ah, qué bueno. Bueno,
Okay,
yo sé que
amazing.
tú
Well,
siempre tienes esa
I know that
mentalidad
you
de
always have
crecimiento,
that
de crecer.
mindset of growth and of growing.
No sé si
And
María te contó
I
que
don't know,
comenzó
Maria
él con
told
una
you that
compañía nueva.
I started with a new company myself.
Oh yeah?
Sí.
What are you doing now?
Bueno, estoy con una compañía que
Well,
se llama
I'm with a
LifeWave,
company called
que
LifeWave
tiene que ver todo
that
con
has to do
células
with
madres,
stem
activando
cells
tus propias
and
células madres.
activating your
Tiene
own
que ver
stem
todo con
cells.
el
It all
bienestar
has to do
y la
with
salud.
wellness and health.
Awesome. And what do you mean stem cells? Like why stem cells?
Con las células madres
I
lo que
thought those were
hacen es
illegal in the
que,
US.
¿perdón?
I thought those were illegal in the US.
No, no
No,
están ilegales,
they're
pero
not
muchas personas lo que
illegal.
hacen
Many
es que
people, what
van y
they
se
do
ponen otras
is they
células
inject
madres
other
en
stem
otros
cells
países
from
que no son de
outside of
ellos,
their body
pero lo que
in other
hace este
countries.
negocio es que
But
con
what this business does
una
is that
herramienta de
with a
fototerapia
tool of
te activan
phototherapy,
tus
they
propias
activate
células
your
madres, así
own
no se
stem
está
cells. So
inyectando
you're not
células madres de
injecting
otras personas.
stem cells from anyone else.
I mean, but why do I have to? I mean, I just thought people got stem cells that had injuries or, like they had a bad injury and they're trying to recover. Like I don't, what do you mean? I don't understand this stem cell thing.
Sí, mira lo que pasa, esa parte de que cuando
Yeah, well,
se lastiman y
that
tienen que
part of being
inyectarse células
injured
madres
and injecting stem
normalmente,
cells,
esas
normally
personas,
those
pero
people
nosotros
use them
todos tenemos
for
células
that. But
madres que desde la
any
edad de los 30
normal
años
person has stem
comenzamos a
cells,
que esas células
and after
madres
we're 30,
se
those
duerman
stem
en nuestro
cells
cuerpo.
start becoming
Entonces
dormant
ahí
in
es
our
que vienen
bodies.
muchos de los
So that's
ataques
when many
de
of the health
inflamación,
issues and
falta de
inflammation
sueño,
and lack of
comienza como
sleep
a nosotros,
start
nuestro cuerpo,
happening
a
in
sentir
our
esa
body.
diferencia
And
ya
we
cuando
start
las
to feel
células
a
madres
difference
están
when our
desactivadas.
stem
Entonces,
cells start to
patch lo
deactivate.
que hace,
So this
esta
patch,
herramienta,
what this
lo que
does,
hace es
this
que te
tool,
activan tus células
is that
madres y
it
te vuelven
activates your stem cells.
a
And
I forgot the word in Spanish,
oh, I forgot the word in Spanish.
te vuelven a activar
You
tus células para que
they
tu cuerpo
activate
vuelva
your
a
stem cells so
funcionar de
your
la
body
forma
starts
que es. So, tiene
working
que
in the
ver
way that it
todo
should.
con
So
la salud
everything
y
has
el
to do
bienestar.
with health and well-being.
Ah, and I mean, so how does the business work? So are you selling it? Like, are you working inside the company? Like, how does this, like, how does one get this device?
So, sí, mira, yo
Yeah.
comencé lo
Well,
estoy haciendo
I
bien, es
started, I
que
am in the
los
company,
puedes
yes.
obtener a través
You
de
can
mí
obtain them
y es algo que estoy
through
haciendo
me.
ya
And
casi
this is
un año.
something that I've been for almost a
Yo lo
year
comencé a
doing.
usar
I
y
started
inicialmente
using
lo que
it,
dijo que lo
and
voy a tratar, voy a
initially
ver de qué se
I
trata,
said, I'm
pero
going to
a ver
try
si
it
es
and
algo
let's
que
see
dije,
how
no,
it
es
works. But after the
necesito primero ver
changes that
otras
I felt in
personas.
myself and the
Yo
testimonials in other
decidí
people, I
ya
decided
hacerlo como una afiliada.
to do it
Entonces,
as an
a través de
affiliate, to work as
enlaces
an affiliate. So through a
que puedo
link
compartir,
that I can
lo puedo
share,
vender.
I can sell them
Entonces, esa
myself.
es la parte del
So
negocio. Tú
that
vas a ser
is the part
afiliada
of the business part. You can
con
be
esta
an
compañía.
affiliate with a company and sell the device.
Okay, so time out, Rico. Okay,
Okay,
very,
okay.
very good. Okay, I want to say a couple of things for everyone on here. Okay, the first thing is I never talk about LifeWave. Okay, because it confuses people. Then people go to Google and then they're confused and then they're getting a different link, and not your link after the fact. So I don't talk about LifeWave as a company Because if someone wants to buy it, they can go to LifeWave and choose a brand partner, and all of a sudden now they're not buying from you, they're buying from someone else. Okay. So when they say, what are you doing now? Just you want to make statements that create curiosity. And the curiosity is, I'm in the stem cell business. That's it. Okay. Very, very simple, where people are like, stem cell business. And then at that time, that's when I'm going to take my patch off and I'm going to be like, you haven't heard of this? Like, this thing has changed my life. So the other thing missing, Raquel, you said at the end, but in the very, very beginning, to get them hooked and in the boat, to get them on the line, get the fish in the boat to where they're all in listening to you,
Yeah.
it's you have to have a transformational statement, and that is, this patch changed my life more than anything that I've ever done in my entire life. Then the next thing is, do you know how stem cells work? Do you know
Okay. The
what they're for?
question.
Right? Because then most people don't know, right? And then if they say they do, they say, so tell me what you know, right? And then they're not going to know that stem cells go dormant between the age of 0 and 30. No one knows that. I didn't know that until coming to this company. They don't know that between 30 and 60, 95% of your stem cells go dormant, right? And then when I make those statements, I'm like, isn't this crazy? By the time you're 60 years old, 95% of your stem cells, that's why people age so aggressively. They start to get disease. They start to age and look really, really old because they don't have stem cells there to protect them anymore.
Okay.
Right. So what I want you guys to look back on this recording is, there's some really important statements about stem cells. Now, we sell other patches. What I don't want you guys to do is talk about the other patches. Only thing I want you to talk about is X39. The only thing I want you to talk about is stem cells. Right. And so then I say to people, do you know what stem cells are for? Do you know how they work? Most people don't know that. Well, stem cells are there to keep you young, to keep you healthy, to keep inflammation out of your body, to allow you to sleep, to keep your collagen. Stem cells are the reason that we stay youthful. They're the reason that we can live longer. Most people don't know this. So when I had my transformation, I started seeing, now I'm going to go back to testimonial. When I had my
In the
transformation,
conversation.
yeah, after I talk about stem cells, I'm going to go back to it again and remind them, when I had my transformation, when I started seeing people have this transformation, it immediately became my social responsibility to share this with many people as possible. And the cool thing I love about this company is I get paid for sharing. I don't have to sell it to anybody. If it's something for you and you buy it, cool, I get paid. If you don't, then someone will and someone needs it. So I don't want to say the words I sell it.
Okay.
Okay. Because
I
if you say
share
I
it.
sell it, that creates you're a salesperson and I'm trying to sell you. So
Yeah.
I just share it. I share this, and the benefit is the company compensates me for sharing. So just always take the sales word out of your conversation. You guys are not selling this patch, okay?
Hmm.
You're sharing this patch. And it's become my social responsibility to share it. Now, something I want to share with you guys is, we have a documentary coming out in October with David Schmidt and X39 and LifeWave on Netflix,
Okay.
about the patch, about the device, about, the history of this company and why David's doing what he's doing, which means this thing is going to go viral. There's going to be a lot of people that know about this patch. So the more people you talk about this patch and get into these conversations with, when this documentary comes out on Netflix and it's at the top and people start watching this thing, they're going to be like, Maria, is this that thing you were talking about? How do I get that thing again? And then when they want to be a customer, like, listen, you don't want to be a customer. I'm telling you, this thing is blowing up right now, and you want to help me share this with as many people as possible, because this is going to make you a millionaire, because this is going to take over the world. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be wearing this patch to transform their life, like it's transformed mine and transformed yours, right? So we want to use these conversations and talk to many people as possible. And then I just, if they don't say, how do I get it? Like Maria didn't say, how do I get it? I'm going to say, listen, it's so easy to get. So if they don't say, hey, how do I get it? You can say, listen, it's so easy to get. There's three ways that you can get this patch. You can buy retail $150 a month, but nobody does that, because you could buy it wholesale for $99 a month. Like, why would you buy it for $150 when you could buy it for $99? Or you could become an affiliate and get yours for free every single month and get paid to share it. Like, which one sounds most appealing to you? Well, people want to get it for free. How do I get it for free? Get two people to sign up, you get yours for free. It's easy. And you never have to pay for them again. So we want to get them in the boat and have that conversation. But again, we have to talk about transformation. We got to talk about our personal experience with it, but never use the word sell and never use the word LifeWave.
Okay.
Because if you're selling LifeWave, that's not X39. That's not stem cell. LifeWave is supplements, bunch of patches. Like they're going to go on the LifeWave's website and be so confused. They're going to be like, which one do I buy? Right? X39. That's the one you buy. So I'm sending them a link that's going to get them to X39.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's why. But it was really good, Raquel. Really, 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 really good. You just need
Family
to
is
make
hard.
What's that?
Family is hard.
Family is, but everyone's hard because
Yeah.
you're always afraid to be rejected, right? I mean, you're going to get a no 90% of the time. The first time somebody hears something, and you got to become okay with that 90% no, because then you have to go back to them. And so the protocol is, one of the things that This Is It teaches is the pro method, which is genius. You have to patch people. Well, in order to patch someone, you got to get into a conversation that we're doing right now, right? So I'm going to give somebody a patch. I'm going to give these envelopes. I have them with me all the time. I'm going to give them 7 to 10 patches, but I'm going to open it up because it's closed. I'm going to pull a patch out and I'm going to put it on them. I'm going to stick it on the back of their neck and I'm going to tell them to take it off by 9 p.m. tonight, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Put it on for 12 hours. Make sure you drink plenty of water. All right. And then I'm going to follow up. So pro is I'm going to revisit. I'm going to revisit. I'm going to say, how you feeling? What are you doing? And then some people are going to sign up right away. They're going to watch your link right away. And then once I revisit, on that call with that revisit, I'm going to invite them to an opportunity call. Because if they don't get it yet, now a lot of you guys on here have an iDecide. You can send them to iDecide. Send them an iDecide, right? So say, hey, I'm gonna send you some more information. If you don't have an iDecide account, you need to get one. It's $140 one time for the rest of your life. You get this, and it has your name, your ID, your link, everything inside of that iDecide. So when they're ready to sign up, they just click on that link and they're able to sign up. You're able to send their link out, but they can go through and customize what they want to see about this business. Next week, we're gonna have a website. I'll share it to you guys. It's almost finished. We're going to have a website where you can also send people to. It's going to have all kinds of information on it. It's going to have testimonials. Raquel's on there actually, onboarding. So if they want some information, school, they can sign up and join our school and start to learn about the passion even before they join the business, our comp plan, what our community looks like, other wellness regimens that they can do to get healthy, and all the resources that we have. So we're going to have all of this for you guys next week, all the tools. So share the iDecide. Share the website with people. Give them all the information that they need. All this is created for you guys. All you guys got to do is just share it. So if you want the iDecide, Lola can put a link here in the chat for you guys to sign up for that. But I'm telling you, it's a great tool that you guys can share with people that you're prospecting because it does the sharing and selling for you. It's a great, great tool. But only way to get iDecides out, only way to get links out, you guys, is to get into conversations and to practice them. I guarantee you, next time we role play, Raquel's going to be better at it. You just got to practice this so you're comfortable with it. And then when you get to a sticking point, well, hey, listen, you know what? You have a lot of questions. I'm going to send you an iDecide. You have a lot of questions. On Tuesday night, my business partner and I are doing a call. It's going to answer all your questions at 7 p.m. I'm going to send you the link for it. What's your phone number? That way you can get on. I'd love to get your opinion about this. Great job, Raquel. Adriana, you're next.
Lo primero que todo, buenas tardes a todos. Quiero hacerles una
First
pregunta.
of all, good evening, everyone here.
¿Cómo
I
hacen
would like to
para
ask a question.
empezar
How
a,
do you
por lo menos
do
porque es que
to
yo he escuchado
start?
mucho,
Because
vete a
I've
un
heard
café,
a
parece
lot
que yo estoy
about
en Canadá,
go to a
¿sí?
cafeteria, for
Pero tú sabes
example,
que
but
es
I'm in
diferente.
Canada and you know
¿Cómo
that
hago
it's
para
different
poder
here.
irme a un café
How can I
y
go
empezar
to
esa
a cafeteria
conversación?
and start
¿Qué,
that
qué hacer? Lo que
conversation?
pasa
How
es que
can
como
I
aquí
do that?
llevo
because I've been living here for 24 years and we always need to, leave space between us. It's not the same like when we're surrounded by a big Latin community that it's, yeah, I'm just gonna patch you. If I patch someone right now, I can even end up in trouble because we need to leave space. So I've been here for such a long time that I would like to, at least if Jay has the option or somebody that can orientate me and help me to break that kind of ice. Because I've heard a lot of people say, I go to a cafeteria for 2 hours and I speak to people. I go to a cafeteria and you're smiling because it's in a way to break the ice by smiling. But many times, you know, people just look away. So anyway, that's my question. How would you do? What would you do in those cases? Because I always hear that you say, I start conversations with everyone, but how do you do that? That is my question.
So I always look for ways to get into a conversation. So are you saying in Canada you can't get close to people still because of COVID?
No, sí, uno se acerca. Lo que pasa es que
Well,
yo
you
no sé
can
si
get
tú entiendes,
close, but
pero aquí
I don't know if you
nosotros, pues
understand
que aquí no
this,
somos
but
muy de hablar,
Latins were very
aquí la gente es muy
warm and
despacio,
close, and here
de
everybody needs
guardar
their
el
space.
espacio.
You
Sí,
can't
aquí por
just
lo
go
menos
pat
uno le va
someone. They're
dando
gonna
la
be
pasadita, yo creo que con las
upset.
manos,
Like
uno sabe
if
qué
you're
hacer con
gonna
las
kiss
manos.
someone to say
Sí,
hello, they get away from you.
¿sabes?
They
Lo
give
que
you their
pasa es que
hands. So you
es
know what I mean?
diferente,
They're
¿sí?
Yeah.
different
Y
kind of
como
people.
llevamos tanto tiempo
It's a
aquí,
very valid question. So um, the way that I get into conversations with everybody is I just have an open, like you said, I smile, an open heart. I'll find a way to get into a conversation with someone that I like their tennis shoes. Hey, dude, I love your tennis shoes, or I love your shirt, or what are those workout gloves for? Or if someone's wearing a ring, that's a pretty ring, or hey, I love your hair, or I love your glasses, or it's just an icebreaker to get into the conversation. And then they speak back, oh, thank you. And be like, do you live around this area? Oh yeah. What is it a great neighborhood? Oh yeah, yeah. What do you do? Right. And if you're at a business and you're buying a coffee, the person behind the coffee counter, you could just ask them, hey, do you work here full time or part time? I work here full time. Awesome. How long you worked here? I come here quite often. "Oh, I've been here 3 years. I must just keep missing you. What do you love about working here? What do you hate about working here? Same thing. I mean, I always find a way to connect with someone inside of a conversation. Like if you've seen some, I mean, I do this one all the time. You look familiar. Where do I know you from? I don't know the person. I've never seen them in my entire life. I have no idea who they are. But it just gets me into a conversation with them. Like, I don't know. Where could it be? I'm like, did you work anywhere around here before? No. Do you do something besides this? No. Hmm. I don't know what it is. How long you been working here? Now I'm into a conversation with them. You love it? You know, if someone's waiting on me and they do a decent job, I'll say, you know what? Can I speak to your manager? I want to tell them how great of a job you've done. And then the manager will come out and I'll just say, hey, listen, I want to tell you, your waiter or your waitress is amazing. She's done an amazing job taking care of me today. And I just want you to know because I know most people only complain to you. And I just want to let you know she did awesome. And then that manager's going to say something to that person. That person's going to come back to you. And then you're going to be like, hey, man, you did a great job. You deserve that. Is this the only thing you do? Man, you got a great personality. What do you love about working here? Like I'm gonna pump them up, right? And then I'm gonna say, you know what? I have an opportunity that you might be interested in. I mean, you have a great personality for it. I'd love to set up a time, but they're at work, so I'm not gonna get into a conversation. I'm gonna share my Instagram. I'm gonna, hey, listen, I'm gonna send you a message on Instagram. I'd love to talk to you about what I'm doing right now, and I think you do really well at it. Because if they're working, I don't want to have a full-blown 10, 15-minute conversation with you because they got other tables to wait on. But I'm going to get information. I'm going to get their Instagram. I'm going to start having a conversation. So you just got to really be creative and just like all you want to do is just get into a conversation, however that is. And the best way is to compliment someone. Women. I mean, I like the color of lipstick you have on, Adriana. It's pretty. Like woman to woman, right? What color is that? Where'd you get that from? Oh, I got this from Macy's. This is such and such brand. I love it. Awesome. Let me write that down. Where do you live? What do you do? Boom, 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 boom. And so it's just getting into a conversation. And the best way to do it is there's so many ways. You look familiar. I love your lipstick. I love your glasses. I love your shoes. I love your pants. I love your dress. Your dress is cute. Like just get into those conversations with people. And then if you see somebody that, looks nice or whatever, I mean, just be creative. The only thing you want to do is just launch into the conversation to where you can ask them what they do. And then they're going to say, what do you do? Now, some people aren't in the mood to talk, right? You're going to be some people that are like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm busy, I'm working, like, I'm in a coffee shop, like, I don't have anything to do. Like, if they have bad energy, I'm not saying it works on everyone. If someone has bad energy, I don't want them on my team anyways, right? I'm just going to be like, you know what? Cool. You're being a you know what. So I don't have time for you. So just that's what I'm saying. When you get into these conversations, but I can talk to a brick wall. You just got to be comfortable with talking to anybody, but your conversation's always going to be the same. Now, if the person doesn't care about what you do for a living and they're self-centered, cool. I'm not going to continue the conversation. But most people, if you're authentically interested in what they do, they're going to pay it back to you in return and say to you, well, what do you do? And that's when you got to say, whatever you do. I mean, some people on here have two jobs. Cheryl might work at an attorney's firm and also I'm in a stem cell business. Like, listen, I have an attorney firm, but the thing I'm most excited about right now is my stem cell business. It's crazy. It's changed my life and so many other people's lives. Now you're in the stem cell conversation. So just try to find as many people to talk. Target, Walmart, wherever you go, there's people to talk to. They're in an aisle somewhere. Where'd you get those shoes? Oh, I got these shoes at Target. Oh, really? Those are so cute. How long ago did you get them at Target? And maybe they want to talk, maybe they don't, but it's just a numbers game, you guys. I mean, if you guys are trying to talk to 3 to 5 people a day, same thing in your phone, Adriana. Just pull up your phone and your contacts and just call somebody. And then when they answer, be like, oh my God, I think I called the wrong. Who's this? Oh, Susan. How you been? It's so good to hear your voice. I am sorry, I pocket dodged. I didn't mean to call you, but man, I haven't heard from you in ages. How have you been? What are you up to? Where are you working? And then the conversation just starts, right? Instead of hanging up like, oh, I'm sorry, Susan, I didn't mean to call you. Plan it, but make 5 contacts a day, either through the phone, either in person. But the problem, you guys, with most people in this business is there's no plan. You got to have a plan. You got to have intention every day. I'm going to talk to this many people. I mean, imagine if you talk to 5 people every day. Every day. You
Yeah,
talk to 100 people a month, doing it 5 days a week. 5 a day. 2 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. You talk to 100 people every single month, right? That's a lot of people. That's 1,200 people a year. If you get 10% of those people to do something with you, that's 120 people. That's life changing. But we look at this and oh, so many people said no. I mean, if you talk to 1,200 and 120 people say yes, you know what we focus on? We focus on the 1,080 people that said no. We don't focus on the 120 people that said yes. And so we screw ourselves up in our own heads and our own minds because we're focused on the no's and not focused on the yes, but it takes a lot to get to yes. And think about this. If you're talking to 100 people a month about this, imagine how good you're going to get at talking about this. You're going to see what works, what doesn't work. You're going to be able to change your conversation. You're going to have more knowledge. So I just challenge you guys to get to that 5 every single day. 3 could be by phone, pocket dialing people. 2 could be, leaving a voice note on Facebook or Instagram, or it could be 2 people in person, but just make it an effort to actually get into a conversation. When I say 5, not 5 attempts, 5 actual conversations. Because if you're not in a conversation, you have no opportunity, you have no chance. The only way you have a chance to share this and have an impact with somebody is to actually have a conversation. So if it takes 10 attempts to get five people in a conversation, then it takes 10 attempts. If it takes 15, it takes 15. Attempts don't count. Those are seconds. I called this person, they didn't answer. I started a conversation with this person, they had a horrible personality. That's an attempt. I'm saying five people you get into a conversation with, and you're going to start to see your results really, really change and transform, and you're going to become comfortable. Now, the reason I always talk about the patch and as a customer is because I want to meet people where they are, not where I want them to be. And what I mean by that is I want everyone to be an affiliate with the company. I want everyone to be a brand partner with our company. But that's not in the cards for everybody. Some people might just want to be a customer, and that's cool. I'm going to put you into the customer bucket, and you're in my orbit. And then when you have your transformation in 2 or 3 months, I'm going to follow back up with you and just say, how you feeling? How's the patch working? And then from there, you're going to become a brand partner. But I don't want to put you off and just only go for opportunity. Now, I'm always going to talk about the opportunity. Always. I'm not going to just talk about the patch. I'm not going to talk about any of the other patches either. I'm not talking about SP6, Eon, glutathione, carnosine. I'm not talking about any. The only thing that you're ever talking about is X39. Once they get into the company and they start having questions about what the other patches do and how they work, cool. I'm going to educate you. But if you talk too much about the other patches, a confused mind doesn't do anything. They're going to be like, which one do I get? Which one should I start with? No, no, no. There's only one patch, X39. That's it. I didn't know anything about any of the other patches for 3 months because there's enough to learn about what the X39 patch does. It's a pretty impactful patch. I mean, David says the patch does everything. The other one enhances things, but the X39 does everything that the other patches does, but the other one just kind of enhances it more. So I hope that answers your question, Adriana. Just practice
Sí,
getting the
muchas gracias.
conversation. Awesome.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Is there any other question? I'm gonna get off here a little early tonight. If there's no other questions, I just gotta spend some time with my kids because I've not this week yet. So, if there's any other questions, I can answer them quickly. If not, I know there's a call tomorrow with Jimena and uh, Monica at 7 p.m. So, I think so. Anyways, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's doing a training tomorrow at 7 p.m. So you guys can jump on that call tomorrow. Any other questions? Okay, guys. Listen, I wanna open this up to you guys for questions always. Okay. I want to be able to answer your questions. So like I know there's got to be questions sometimes. Don't be shy because if you're thinking of a question when we're opening this up for a question, someone's probably thinking the same thing, and we can only grow together by asking these questions. And I really, really appreciate you. Go ahead, Stephanie.
I'm gonna be quick. I know you have to go.
No, no,
Um,
no.
can I know you said that a documentary is gonna come out in October, right?
Hmm.
Can we share with our audience about this documentary to prepare them, or should we not?
That's a really good question. I think I would probably wait because, with movies and stuff coming out, you never know if they say it's going to be October and then it's November.
Oh,
And so when we have the exact release date, I mean, I do know this, you guys. I don't know if you guys are coming to Anaheim for the big convention. If you're not, you should. Did you go last year, Raquel? You should. Um, for me, what it made me realize is that how big and how amazing this company is. And you actually get to see David. He speaks most of it and he talks about the science behind it. There's going to be 10,000 people at this event. Um, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some pretty big speakers there, as well as Elton John is performing and another big performer is performing at this. Last year they had Maroon 5 and Gwen Stefani perform. So I'm telling you, if you go to this event in Anaheim, California, you're not going to regret it, and you're going to see that you're a part of something really, really special. And they're actually showing the movie there. So they're going to show the movie at the. So we're gonna the field is going to get to see the movie before it's released. So we get to see the movie first before anybody else. The other thing I just want to remind you guys of, there is we can earn a trip, a cruise to the Bahamas in the next 2 months if you get 80 points or more, a free trip where they pay for airfare, they pay for the cruise. It is something that you guys will want to try to aim for. These are the good months in our business. So try to talk to people and get on that trip because they pay for everything and it's an amazing, amazing trip what they do. And you also get access to some really smart people in the company. Lola, you have your hand up, which is
Sí, aquí una última
Yes, here
pregunta
there's
de
one more
María en el
question
chat.
from Maria in the chat.
Dice, ella
She
okay.
quería hacer unas
says,
tarjetas
I
como de negocio,
asked
pero le
to
puso
have some
LifeWave
business cards made, but
X39.
I
¿Está
put
bien o
LifeWave
no debo
X39.
poner
Is that
LifeWave?
okay? Should I not put a LifeWave?
So the only thing that I mean, I just don't, the reason I don't like the LifeWave, what you should do for a business card is the I decide, because that is a business card. It has all of your information in it that you can share out. And again, it's $149 lifetime for you to do that. And it's branded with everything that you need to be branded, and it has your link in it. The reason I don't like to do LifeWave is because if people take that business card, your code for people to sign up is not on there. And when they go into lifewave.com and they start researching it and they pick someone else, you're just giving away your contact to somebody else. So if you want to do a business card, I wouldn't even do X39. I would call yourself Stem Cell Queen or, something along those lines, something creative where, they have your phone number to call you. But I would tell you this, you guys. Business cards are a thing of the past. Okay. It's like mail. There's an app called Popl, Popl. It's free. Okay. It's a business card that is a QR code that you can have people scan and it shares your information and gathers their information and you have their contact information. They get an email and a text from that business card. When you give someone a business card, it's going to fall on the floorboard of their car. It's going to throw in the trash. They're never going to use that business card. Okay. But on your phone, it's a business card. You can hold it up, say, scan this. It's going to ask them for three pieces of information. And then it's going to send them your business card and it's going to send their information to you in your phone. And you can follow up with people. The other thing that I do as a business card is I always share my Instagram because I'm not sharing my phone number. I'm sharing my Instagram. They can send me a DM and you can message people through there. But I would use Popl because Popl, you can also put your link for LifeWave on Popl. So when you send that to somebody and they want to sign up, your link's right inside of your business card that you sent them. So it's Popl. You can download it. It's a free app. I would use that over a business card, but I wouldn't use LifeWave as your branding, only because they could go to a website and Popl. Lola, you want to put the link in there? People could click on that. So you could go to your phone. It's actually an app too. You could just download the app on your phone. If you go to POPL on your app phone. All right, guys. So awesome to see you guys. I hope that you guys will come to Anaheim or one of our events that are going to be coming up very, very soon. And I'd love to meet all of you. And I'm so happy to build a business with you guys. So we will sit out in the chats when the website is launched. I think it's going to be next week when our school is launched, so you guys can get in there and start using the resources. But more importantly, we want you to use these resources for your team. That's what we want to use them for, so that you're using them and your team's using them and everyone is getting the information that they need. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks so much. See you soon.